It's safe to say I've fallen in love with Egypt. I've spent the last month traveling through Cairo, down to Aswan, north to Alexandria, west to Siwa, and everywhere in between. But now I want to take you to the most meaningful part of my journey. I landed in Sharm El-Sheikh airport on a warm Saturday morning. The flight from Cairo took 2.5 hours. That was easy. But the real journey, it's the 2-hour ride into the mountains to a small town called St. Catherine. This is where the monastery is, the oldest continuously inhabited Orthodox Christian monastery in the world. My dear friend from Cairo told me this place looks like a holy land. You have to go. So I came, by myself. They say this is where God appeared to Moses, where he received the 10 Commandments. I kept asking myself, why here? But as we drove deeper into the silence, it started to make sense. The land is so still and so quiet. It demands your attention in this strange, gentle way. You can't really ignore it. When I arrived, I had 2 choices for where to stay in St. Catherine. Stay at the monastery itself, or with the Bedouins in the nearby camp. I chose to stay here with the Bedouins. I wanted to get to know the people and feel this place as it is. That's when I met Salah.
Welcome to your home. Welcome.
The kind of person who seems like family, even though you just met him.
Good to meet you, Nishan. Welcome. It's your home here.
Thank you so much. My room was so simple, but beautiful. I looked outside and thought, am I actually staying where Moses met God? What kind of life is this? How did I get here? Finally here. I look a little crazy, but the good thing is we made it. And it actually feels surreal that my room is in front of Mount Sinai. Like, I'll be looking at that the whole night. I was sleep deprived from weeks of movement. Traveling, working, and jumping from place to place, it catches up to you, you know? So I took a nap. Before we keep going, I wanted to show you my favorite travel carry-on. This is from luggex. It's so light, so strong, and looks so simple. Exactly what I need when I'm moving around a lot. My favorite thing, no zippers, no keys. Just a coded TSA lock that keeps all my cameras super safe. And the wheels, they glide so effortlessly. I honestly love it. This is the bestseller on Amazon, and if you're traveling soon, I've linked the one I use in the description below. Now back to Sinai. I woke up just in time for sunset and took a walk through the neighborhood. I felt that feeling of fresh energy after a nap. New place with no idea what to expect. Life is different out here. We spend our lives in bubbles, traffic, screens, and Wi-Fi. Then you come here and everything slows down. You start to notice how beautiful it all is and how small you are. I read somewhere that the Jabalia tribe lives around the monastery. They believe they're the direct descendants from the 200 families that were brought to protect the monastery in the 6th century. Even after converting to Islam in the 7th century, they stayed loyal to this place.
مرحبا. نيشان. نيشان.
ها؟
نيشان.
نشان
آه.
سوي نقدر نحس صغير عيدة
Ida. Nice to meet you. Your daughter?
سارة
Sarah. Oh, and then
حسين
Hussein. And I'm Nishan.
أوروبيا
Ethiopia. You know Ethiopia?
If this is me influencing you to come see some goats in the desert, so be it, because when you're sitting here surrounded by this much stillness, you realize this place isn't empty at all.
Hello.
It's actually full, just in a different way.
You like my nails? You like
Please.
them? You're so pretty. Oh, you're so good.
Are
You're gonna break my nails. It's dinner time right now. I should be heading inside, but it's just so magical being outside. I've been sitting here for about 3 hours. I haven't eaten the whole day, except airport food.
Later that night, Salah called me in for dinner. There were a few other travelers here. Some were here to dive in the Red Sea, some to hike the mountain, and some just live here. We got into real conversations, and he told me that he built this entire camp from stones he collected around here.
The nature, it happened for you, disconnect, you know? You just feel happy. You notice the world doesn't need too much to live.
To be honest.
Exactly. So, but I will say to everybody, back to nature. So many things in Sinai. Sinai are very well connected to each other. From the spiritual thing, from quietness, from the, like coming to Sinai, it's more to find yourself. In the mountain, in the desert, and to get the energy and to get to live simple and to learn a lot from the nature. Many things happen to you in visiting Sinai. That's hardly for anybody to explain.
Yeah.
Because it changes a lot of things in people.
Yeah.
It's a place that only the place and the God who talked to the Prophet Musa in the sky of it. So it has to be something very special. And this is nobody feel it only when the people are climbing the mountain and you see tomorrow how you feel, and you will find it hard to explain. You could give a good message about it, but it's hard to explain all the meaning of it.
Salah told me the Moses hike starts at 1 a.m. I hadn't slept much, so hearing that felt like a punch. Then he said, "Join us for tea in the desert. My friend will be playing music." No sleep, no plan, I just said yes. Then we drove into the canyon with his headlights cutting through the
Really
dark.
under the moon. Wow, the stars. Wow.
Normally more, we see more shooting stars than here.
Really?
We made fire and started making tea. His friend arrived with an instrument.
Salam alaikum.
اخباركم؟ الو
Hello.
ازيك؟ ويلكم.
Thank you.
عينور.
What a beautiful name.
Hussein.
I am Saleh.
Hussein?
Welcome, Saleh.
We've been in school together.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hussein?
Hussein. Where are you from?
Ethiopia.
Ethiopia. Welcome.
الغرور والغرور لما يصيب مشكلة تغير فيك كل شيء
In this moment, I stopped thinking about the hike or my lack of sleep. I was sitting in a sacred canyon, drinking tea with people I just met, in the same place God once appeared. My life couldn't have been more interesting than this. I felt fearless. I felt seen, but more than that, I felt chosen. Like somehow, maybe this was the reason I came all the way to Egypt.
Come
Niche.
enjoy with us, and we are happy
Yes.
to have you with us.
حلو جدا حلو جدا.
ليل يا ليل يا ليل. وين؟
شكرا.
شكرا. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've never hiked at 1 a.m. before, but it's already feeling very special.
But the night wasn't over. I came all the way here to do the Moses hike all throughout the night, pray where he received the 10 Commandments, and visit the monastery that lays beneath Mount Catherine on the way back. Salah, being the kind soul he is, he had arranged a guide for me. Muhammad was kind and very funny. He loved smoking and candy so much. Even with awful tooth pain, he refused to stop eating sweets.
How are you? We are now in the station Camel of the Moses Mountain. We arrived 750 steps to the top. And there we got Moses Cave, 10 commented up there, everything. We have church, mosque. You are welcome.
I was told that it would be extremely cold on top, so I overdressed. I had to take everything out. But it's been 20 minutes so far. We have 4 hours to go.
Camel?
After a few minutes, it was time to hike the Moses Mountain. The locals call it Jabal Musa, or Mount Horeb, the biblical name where Moses received the 10 Commandments. I learned that there are 2 ways up. One is brutal, it's called the Steps of Repentance. 3,750 stone steps straight up. And the other, it's longer. They call it the Steps of Mercy. That's the one I took, because honestly, I needed all the mercy I could get. Both paths meet at the final 750 steps. We started hiking through the darkness, and the 8-hour round-trip journey began beautifully. We stopped each hour to rest and listen to the mountain breathe.
First stop. It's been about 45 minutes. Let me check. 1 hour. And it's our first stop. We have about 3 more hours to go. It's truly magical.
Start.
Yeah. 3:54.
We passed people along the way. Some Muslim, some Christian. Some walked in silence, some stopped to rest. And the moon lit up the path. Somewhere along the way, I started having a quiet conversation with God.
Was there 40 nights, 40 days to pray.
In the cave.
Yeah, that's
Moses.
gift to pray. You have to pray about there about that. Other cave small. When God talk with him, they want to save going cave small, black inside. Yeah, you got the back of the Moses in the mountain.
And a lot of people asked us for camels, but we hiked.
Yeah. You
No
do it
camels.
very well.
No.
Buy food.
No camels.
2 hours left. We were close to the final 750 steps. I was told those were brutal. It became very steep and very dark, and at some point I was scrambling to keep my balance. Then the sky started to change. It turned to this deep blue. Not black anymore, but not quite morning as well.
Okay, just time for sunrise and prayers. Wow. My God.
I wish I had the gear to show you what my eyes were seeing. But for now, it's just me and this small handheld camera, and I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. Eventually, we reached the spot. The small cave where Moses is said to have prayed for 40 days and 40 nights. It was such an unreal moment, to be honest. And as I stood there praying, the sun rose and the sky exploded. This insane orange light took over the whole mountaintop. I sat there wrapped in a blanket, journaling and staring at the sunrise. When you sit in that kind of silence, surrounded by those mountains, you start to feel why things happen here. It's something real, and yeah, it made me cry. Not from being tired or sleep deprived. It was something else, something deeper. You don't climb this mountain just for the view. You climb it for a conversation. And during that conversation, there were moments where I really thought maybe God would show up. Or at least say something back. I know that sounds really childish, but I knew he was watching. And after this peaceful, overwhelming hour, I turned around and there was Muhammad, casually lighting a cigarette at 7 a.m. in the morning, like it's toasting coffee or something. He smiled and handed me more candy, as he was doing on the way up. And that was our breakfast. It was this strange, beautiful moment between us. Two people from completely different worlds. He's a Muslim, me, I'm an Orthodox Christian, and yet here we were, on the same journey, believing in the same mountain, looking for the same thing. We sat there and watched the sunrise for as long as we could, but we knew we had to get back before the sun comes out.
And this is where Moses took the 10 Commandments, right here in this stone. This is what?
Moses cave.
This is where Moses...
Stay 40 night, 40 day, pray here, Moses.
Good morning.
How are you? How is the mountain?
مرحبتين يا ويلكم يا ويلكم دلع دلعونا دلع دلعونا والحبيب منور والله وشراف الجمة.
Surprisingly, the hike down felt easier. Usually I get knee pain, but this time I was too busy looking around. Because everything I had passed through the dark, now I could finally see it. And honestly, for people who say the descent has nothing to see, I couldn't disagree more. For me, it felt like heaven in frames. Every footstep, it all felt like part of the story now. The Bedouins, their homes, their camels, and this mountain. I've seen a lot of mountains, but this one, it looks like art. It doesn't even look real. The shapes of it are just poetry to my eyes, even without trying to be. I looked at Muhammad and asked, how can I repay you for the best hike of my life?
There's no words.
Good, huh?
No word.
No word.
No word.
You are welcome. I hope so to see you again, Nishi.
When are you coming to Ethiopia?
Yes, I hope to see you come to your country to visit your country.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, walking back down was a little crazier than I expected. But, because the sun came out, it's very hot. I can barely walk. I'm in the middle of somewhere. One good news is the monastery is right there. In the middle of the canyon. It was built in the 6th century. Like, how? How is it still here? I'm blown away. But we're gonna go inside and pray before I head back to the camp. I came all the way here to see this monastery. So, yeah, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, it looks like a holy land. Literally, I feel like I'm back in Jesus' time. I mean, look at it. Crazy.
The oldest Orthodox Christian monastery on Earth. It felt like something out of an HBO movie. The gates, the setting. I was told the monks here live in silence, tucked away in the mountain caves. Out of respect, I didn't film inside. But I'll say this. More than half of all surviving Byzantine icons in the world are inside this monastery, and I had the privilege to see them. I walked in and saw a giant gold cross so high up you have to raise your face to see the top. Before I left, I visited the one last thing everyone talks about around here. The burning bush. They say it's still alive, and that it never died. I used to think I was chasing adventure my whole life. But standing here in Sinai, I realized I've been chasing stillness. And this place gave it to me. If you ever find yourself in Sinai, consider yourself lucky. This place really made me feel like I was standing between the earth and the sky. I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey, and if you have any questions for me at all, just drop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. See you guys soon.